Not Suge.
You said Biggie, but you meant.
I'm sorry.
I
meant to say Diddy, not Biggie.
Well,
Diddy.
if you punch in on the picture here, you see Diddy, you see Suge Knight.
You said Biggie, yet you implied I intended to say Diddy, not Biggie, assuming that you punch in on the image here. You see Diddy, you see Sue Knight, and afterward a ton of their companions. Down there, yet two-pocket Biggie at the top. As you were, Pat, definitely not really good or bad. What is it I mean? Everyone is in there, so what is it with Diddy that so many tie? Called him out 50 pennies, said one time on a Charlemagne, God's webcast, breakfast. He says one time Diddy said hello, let me go get you some garments, let me take you shopping. Like, well, you need to take me shopping. What are you referring to? So T.I. called him out, 50 called him out. However, certain individuals are apprehensive similarly, as we accepted the residue was settling after the strange passing of Tupac and Big Deal arising proof, is associating these two famous misfortunes hypothesis, is spinning out of control and doubts, are at present focusing on. In all honesty, Diddy the man answerable for the terrible kid realm, this individual apparently explores through contentions as though they were his own special breathtaking honorary pathway occasions. Each time the talk factory turns out something excessively staggering to get a handle on the word on the road, proposes that Diddy might have wound up entrapped in a crime examination. And in addition to any examination, yet the notorious homicide of Big Deal Smalls, as per bits of gossip the case, including the eminent enormous homicide, is getting re-established consideration graciousness of a previous FBI specialist by the name of Phil Carson to pull off that homicide in that shooting beyond the Peterson, with that large number of individuals around. And typically, you would have so many odd uniformed cops in an occasion like that to attempt to arrange all that to ensure that there were not formally dressed cops, not too far off on scene that would have seen everything, or might have responded promptly to it, would have taken multiple officials to pull it off the person who seems to have been the sole examiner working on it, is creating a ruckus with charges that Biggie's passing was definitely not an irregular occurrence. He battles that an agreement executioner, conceivably with the help of a couple problematic LAPD officials, might have been coordinating occasions in the background. Carson is uncovering this data in a digital broadcast named The Dossier with vows to uncover stowed-away bits of insight and possibly advocate for the returning of his underlying request. He is creating a shaded area over the city of holy messengers, hinting that they hid all that to keep away from a significant $500 million repayment, with Biggie's family. Carson is obviously uncovering delicate data about the LAPD's sketchy activities, affirming that they messed with proof and participated in a hazardous cover-up. Carson even dropped a sensation about Big Deal's principal guardian, huge June pointing fingers at a potential suspect, the six-pack secret that is sending shockwaves through the LAPD and FBI records. Picture this enormous John Big Deal's primary protector playing investigator, with previews all pointing fingers at an obscure person. They arranged 6 photographs that were basically twins. And think about what he pointed directly at. One dated it and made it happen, yet that is not entirely there's a wind. It's photographs and fluffiness. As well as Carson, the man in the know has spilled the more beans on some serious exhibition show. Evidently, he coincidentally found implicating previews of 2 purportedly slanted cops at the Peterson Gallery on that portentous night Biggie met his destruction. It resembles a curved craftsmanship heist, yet with slugs rather than brushes. Sadly, it's not all going great for Carson. As soon as he began unwinding the complexities of this secret, the higher specialists sent off an exhaustive attack on his validity. Shockingly enough, the legitimate agents of the City of Holy Messengers, who were confronting a claim from Big Deal's mom, hushed him speedier than one could express scheme. And as though that weren't adequate, Carson uncovered convincing sound accounts of a high-positioning LAPD official murmuring compromising explanations to a Lay Times correspondent, training them to discolor Carson's standing. It resembles a skirmish of words. And Carson has the proof, yet here's the surprising part: my companion's Carson isn't withdrawing, he's uncovering reality with regards to this monstrous cover-up, comparing it to an out-of-control wrongdoing novel. While murder is a horrible demonstration, the length to which they went to disguise it are completely shameful. And here's the what tops off an already good thing: Carson is putting down his wagers on equity. At last winning, he's sharing within Scoop, imagining a potential reconsideration of the case. And surprisingly, to recommend that Big Deal's family should seriously mull over reinitiating that common claim where Sikorsky, the producer arranging this stunning uncover, is presenting steaming hot tea that is blowing mind. It resembles a stunner prepared to detonate. He's bringing up a few difficult issues about the lap's intentions and their obscure dance around reality. Even Sikorsky's digital recording is focusing on the dim corners of this case that were helpfully hidden away from plain view. Carson's doling out the soil on the length that the LAPD went to keep things as peaceful. And it has everybody as eager and anxious as ever. The world's eyes are stuck to this marvelous adventure of cover-ups, interest, and tension. And it's unfurling in the most startling ways, and genuinely, people, it's an unexpected development for the ages. Sikorsky is proudly scrutinizing the all-lapse moves like a criminal investigator, unwinding a snare of untruths. He's really considering asking the inquiry that has been on everybody's brains: for what reason on earth did they toss barriers and obstructions in the way of a FBI specialist? Simply attempting to sort out the riddle. It resembles a high-stakes mental contest, and Sikorsky is here to let the cat out of the bag on every one of the stunning subtleties. This web recording is the juiciest ticket around in a world loaded up with vulnerability, embarrassments, and privileged insights. The outrageous story of Biggie's homicide is getting a new, different take. And Sorry isn't keeping down. He has the receiver's current realities and the show to keep all of us holding tight. Every word. Could you at any point accept it's been very nearly a long time since we lost the unbelievable Tupac and Big Deal in such a limited ability to focus time? Yet here's the essence of the matter. Maybe reality has been locked away as safely as a vault, and even FBI Specialist Carson is broadcasting that debasement is overflowing in these cases. This has lighted extreme theory about who really has the full story. Keep things under control in light of the fact that another section is currently unfurling. Prepare yourselves for a few hair-raising updates. On July 18, 2023, the Las Vegas police investigated the Tupac secret, utilizing a court order. It's like they're reviving the inn. And think about the thing: they're laying out associations with Big Deal's inexplicable case. Excessively, it's likened to a definitive hybrid episode where unanticipated, unexpected developments are leaving everybody completely confounded. Yet keep your caps solidly set up on the grounds that this isn't just about returning to cold cases. Criminal investigator Greg, checking the unrecognized yet truly great individual of this hip-jump adventure, ended up profoundly submerged in the hurricane. When he resumed Big Deal's case in 2006, he dropped a stunner. He asserts that the solitary Puff Diddy himself held resentment against Tupac and Suga Khan just a brief time after that scandalous evening. Yet he's blissful it's working out, and he says he trusts it'll carry a more conclusion to the case. I didn't think there'd at any point be additional means taken for this situation. It's 27 years of age. I can tell you precisely why it happened. It's happened as a result of Keithy D flapping his gums. Keithy D is the uncle of Orlando Anderson, the one who police have long trusted shot and killed Tupac. And get this, checking is dropping a few significant charges about Puff Daddy's alleged group ties and a vile arrangement, including Key D. Davis. Yet stand by, there's a contort inside a contort. It turns out Tupac's assailant, Orlando child Path Anderson, probably won't have been the first hired gunman. Key's own kinfolk stepped in when they erroneously moved towards some unacceptable side of Tupac's ride, leaving demise afterward task, rather leaving Tupac dead and Suge Knight harmed Biggie Smalls. Then-spouse Confidence Evans supposedly had some awareness of Diddy's connivance. To kill Tupac Kid, he affirms that when the West Coast rapper was killed, he called Diddy and Evans to illuminate them that they were answerable for the demise, yet don't go pointing fingers at Biggie right now. Criminal investigator checking demonstrates his innocence, guaranteeing that B.I.G didn't know about Diddy's evil, intends to take out both Tupac and Sug, their rodent hamburger, was irrefutably factual, yet checking demands Big Deal was blameless in this dangerous trap of misdirection. It was conjectured that Suge Knight purportedly paid blood gangster Wardell Pui F100 and $33,000 to kill Biggie. As per checking, Pui hit up similar party as Big Deal and shot projectiles at his vehicle as they attempted to leave, yet clutch your wheezes on the grounds that the supposed killers themselves, Orlando Childpath Anderson and Wardell Pui Fuss, have purportedly died because of irrelevant causes, the tangled snare of interest, influence, and retribution. Behind these hip-bounce legends, demise passing is a grasping adventure that will leave you doubting all that you assumed you knew, in spite of all the web buzz and murmurs in the shadows. This case is